The Kamloops Highland Games are coming up this weekend, and if DJ Clark is any indication, they are going to be a lot of fun.
They are, guaranteed.
Welcome, DJ.
Thanks very much, Katie. Thank you very much.
My uncle has a house right behind the park, so we get to listen to the pipes and we get to see some of the things that are happening, and it's so fun.
Well, you know something, kudos to the people in that area in Sahality that have put up with this, but I think this is our 12th consecutive year hosting the Highland Games. It's a wonderful venue, McGowan Park, and so it's, you know, it's unfortunately a little shy of shade in places, but most of the bands and Highland Dance Mums have little pop-up canopies for some shade.
So tip number 1, bring your umbrella, bring your little pop-up tent. And
bring a lawn chair and bring some sunscreen and make sure that you're well prepared for the heat that you just forecast for this weekend.
You can just skip over and run through the water park too if you get too
Exactly, exactly.
Tell us a little bit about these Highland Games. What do people do? How did it get started?
Well, you know, the games are a very old Scottish tradition. Each chieftain, the clans were very spread out and on isolated areas in the Highlands, and they would get together on a regular basis, usually once a year when the weather was warm, and they would have contests. And they would have, most clan chieftains had a piper, and so is my piper better than yours?
Timing.
Dancing was a man's sport, and dancing was done to celebrate hunts and upcoming battles. Then they had the big Geordies, the big boys, that how far I can throw a stone further than you. And, you know, and so there was things tossing the caber, the Braemar stone for height, the hammer for distance. And it's become, there's some very good athletes, Highland athletes will be at the games this year. And there's an opportunity for your kids to sign up and try out kid-size models. There's one of the fellows right now he's throwing a stone for distance. And it's like a shot. And they also throw a stone, a weight over, so there's another one for distance. And if you notice, it's just a big rock. That's
when we say stone, we mean a stone.
And then they're throwing this for how far they can get it.
Wow. I wouldn't want to be the person standing there, though.
Nope. And this is the Scottish hammer, and this is all generated by torque. Their feet are usually, those shoes have spikes in them in the front that are plowed right into the ground.
Yeah, I noticed that. He didn't turn with it like you would a shot put.
No, it's all in the technique and the torque you generate in the spin.
And what about these bands? Are they from here? Are they from the area?
The band that's on the screen right now is the Simon Fraser University Pipe Band. They are 6-time world champions. They will be here competing and helping us with judging the individual piping and drumming events that start at 8:30 sharp. They go to Scotland every year, and last year I believe they finished in the top 6.
Amazing.
Yeah. And that's their pipe major, Alan
That is
Bevan.
fantastic. So you're not just going to find this anywhere. This is a really special opportunity, something that happens in Kamloops. And I have been able to pop over from time to time. It is nonstop entertainment.
It is.
It's so fun.
It is. It gives you an opportunity to exercise your inner Celt. If you look in your closet somewhere, there's some Scottish blood in just about everybody everywhere. It's a wonderful opportunity to take in the culture. There's lots of events for the kids, including a bouncy castle and access to the water park, which is always good in the heat. There will be food vendors there, so you can grab something to eat.
Awesome.
There's going to be a whiskey tasting event hosted by, I believe, Mr. Kevin MacDonald. And I'm not sure what spirits he's going to be presenting this year, but it's if you don't have an educated Scotch palate, this is Kevin's lecture and talk about whiskeys is a good place to get started.
Awesome.
The gates open to the public at 8 o'clock. Admission is $10 for adults. Seniors and school-age children, $8. Children under the age of 5, free.
Excellent.
Tickets for the Scotch tasting will be available either at the admission gate, and if they're not there, the girls or the volunteers there will be able to direct you to where you can get your tickets.
Perfect.
So if you're interested in going to the Scotch tasting, it's a good idea to get there early and get your tickets.
Make sure you get your Scotch. Okay, and you're going to give us another taste of something because you brought bagpipes with you.
I brought my
your
John
indoor
Walsh
pipes.
Indoor shuttle pipes.
All right, so this is a little warm-up and a little bit of a taste of what you can expect. Again, this is happening this weekend, July 8th, Albert McGowan Park. You can visit KamloopsHighlandGames.ca. Let's Fantastic. It's hard not to get up and dance. For those of us with more than a little bit of Scottish blood in us. Thanks so much for a taste of that. You can expect that and so much more coming up this weekend.
Thank you for having me today,
Yeah,
Katie,
it was a
and
delight
we're
to
looking
have you
forward
on.
to having a good turnout, and please be prepared for the heat.
Great, yes. Make your preparations, but bring the whole family.
Yes,
Thank
please.
You this weekend. Thanks so much for coming
You're
on,
welcome,
DJ.
Katie. Thanks for having me on.
We'll be back with more Midday in just a moment.